Hey YouTube, continuing my doing a history of on a Pokemon and then using that Pokemon. So I did Swampert the other day and I'm doing Shiftry today. And it plays exactly how I covered it in the history of. It can just destroy Pokemon. It is very, very spammy and there's a lot of water in this meta, so it dominates there. And then you go against like a counter user or a charm user and you get deleted in like 4 moves. So Azumarill is the easiest pairing with it because again, like a fighter's the issues. And Fairy, you can just kind of combo it with the Azumarill. And then Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus was an interesting one because I was just like, I haven't really seen Cofagrigus much. And I know that everyone's scared. The reason you hadn't seen it for a long time is because Dark and normal typings just wall it. But there's not as much of that running around. So I thought it would be worth a try just to see how it plays. So first 2 times I had, so Cofagrigus, I had it on the lead twice, and then I moved Shiftry to the lead at game 3. So you're going to see Cofagrigus lead twice, and then Shiftry into the thing. So we both get to the moves at the same time. Both would probably take out, so I think we're both going to shield here. I'm just going Dark Pulse because it's likely to grab a shield anyways, and it's slightly less energy. Sableye, a non-purified Sableye, and people always ask me, can you use a non-purified one? And as you're going to see with this Power Gem, return is just significantly better than Power Gem and stuff, so I think it's worth just purifying it if you can. There's that. I'll talk about that in a minute. So they come back in here. I get to play rough. They will take me out with the drop pack, but that is fine. I assume we'll come in Cofagrigus. And I don't get it off. You can't really leave Shiftry without shields, so I think I'm just going to have to let this go. Yeah. And out comes a Gallade. And do you want to know what's spammier than a Gallade? Well, I don't think Shiftry is actually spammier than a Gallade, but it's spammier than a Gallade when you have a Snarl advantage. And I end up calling the bait. So as you can see, they actually do have Leaf Blade close combat back to back. So yeah, you do actually get outpaced by Gallade because it's so fast, but able to make that bait call, miss a bunch of bubbles, does not matter. And now I will outpace the Empoleon to the next move. So this will land. They must be pissed that I called their thing, their bait. And then Sandslash, just kind of stay in this one. Even though claws are super effective, I can't really get out. Ice Punch will just basically one-shot Shiftry and Azumarill. I could come Azumarill, but I might as well just stay in this and try and grab some shields and do some chip damage or whatever, and then I'll deal with it there. So I bait Dark Pulse. Again, Shadow, I assume they were going to shield. They do. I'm going to bubble. I'll be interested to see if I commit one. Yeah, okay. I know they're going to get 2 draw runs off, and I know 2 draw runs will basically put me in the red, so I kind of just need to commit at least 1 shield here. We do CMP, which is unfortunate, but kind of expected. So this should take out, even though it's resisted, because they're pretty low. Yeah. And out comes a Lantern, so I have a nice answer for Lantern, and then they have a Flyer. And it just, this is the thing, right? When you get a Pokemon that can hit super effectively against you, or you can't one-shot, you have no shot. So this game's a loss. And then I moved it on the lead because I'm like, I don't want to get switch locked against something that I have no chance against. I'd rather have it on the lead than that. What I was looking to outside was a bird chasing a bird. And why I was kind of laughing was, so there's a bird. I have a tree I have a little bush tree right beside my entranceway that they always try to build a nest on. And I'm like, no, you're not building a nest there. And I always get rid of the nest because it's right beside my, the tree's right here and the entrance to my walkway is right here, right? So I have to no, you're not building right beside my entrance, or you're going to be attacking me constantly. So there's one building up there. And I'm like, oh, great. I said it just in passing. I'm like, great, they're going to be attacking us when we're out there now. And then last night in bed, my 5-year-old daughter is crying. I hear, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm worried that the birds are going to attack you and hurt you. She's like, They literally pick up on anything you say and just stick with it. Kids. Anyways, yeah, so there's just a bird chasing another bird outside right now, and I'm guessing one got close to the nest and the mom was just attacking it. So kept switch, lost shield, but grab a shield back. One switch, lost a shield, grabbed a shield back, and now I have alignment here. And that's kind of why I moved Shiftry to the lead, because I'm like, okay, if you're going to lose, you know the matchups you're going to lose. I'd rather see it on the lead and just know what I need, like if I need to get out immediately, or if I can like stay in and like win switch with shield advantage, with shields down or whatever you need to do. So that's why I put it on the lead. But yeah, it still has its overall problems here. So I'm shooting this Friday morning after my Master Premiere video is up. It's interesting because the view rank is actually not as high as some of the Great League videos, but every single comment is like, yes, I'm playing Premiere. I want you to do Premiere videos, do Premiere videos. So I obviously will do Premiere videos. I had one this morning and I had one yesterday morning, and then you'll see another one Monday morning. I'm assuming I can get 3 teams in all these battles that I get to do. So they hit me with the skull and then this game. No, I'll live a mud bomb here, because the Azumarill is super tanky. So I'll live the mud bomb, get the ice beam off for the win. Okay, terrible lead. So Azumarill or Cofagrigus? I come Cofagrigus. I think you can come either or, honestly. Like I said, Cofagrigus is... So the reason I was more confident there is because like you're not going to have a second normal type like Lickitung. And if you're already weak to fighting with Vigoroth, you're probably not going to have a Dark, because that would make you double weak to fighting. So I'm pretty confident that you're not going to have a super answer for Cofagrigus. So that's why I came in there. Obviously, Azumarill is okay, but again, with lanterns everywhere, it's way trickier running Azumarill as a safe swap now. I went over in the Friday video my Great League teams. I spent the first 5 minutes being like, yes, you can use up to like 50 Pokemon in the Great League, but so it's the most wide open meta. You can use so many Pokemon, but at the same time, it's the most limited meta because Lantern is on 45% of teams, and Skarmory and Whiscash and Quagsire and Annihilate are on 50% of the other teams, right? So throw blindly there. That's really dumb on my part. So yeah, it's a open meta from that perspective, but it's a very limited meta from like there's just like 6 Pokemon dominating the meta right now. So I've tried different Pokemon. That's why I think like Master League, again, I think Master League Premier is going to get pretty stale pretty quick too. Because there's only like 4 or 5 new Pokemon. There's only like 7 Pokemon that dominate the meta, and now there's only like 4 or 5 Pokemon in this new. And I don't know how many new Pokemon you're going to see. I think you'll see a couple of the dragons like Goodra, maybe Annihilate. For Alligator, do you have a Hundo? Do you have a Hundo Shadow with all the XLs? You can get the XLs. It's at a community day. That's not the issue. Having a Hundo and Shadow, that's a little trickier to get. So I don't think you'll see as many as those. So I still think it'll be a Dragonite, Metagross. Like my first team. So I'm shooting Friday morning, and my first team has already gone out yesterday morning. So like 3 videos ago, because this is my second Great League team, which I did one yesterday, one today. Got a Azumarill here, maybe? No, Cofagrigus. Okay. Like the first team I'm going to try is just going to be Dragonite. So if it worked, you'll see it Saturday morning. Dragonite, Florges, Metagross, essentially. Because Florges, because there's so many dragons, Dragonite because it's the best dragon in the meta, and Metagross because you can deal with the fairy, and there's a lot of dragons where you resist dragon breath. So I just think that those 3 combined are going to be pretty strong together. So that is what I'm going to run first. And if it worked, you'll see it Saturday morning. And my second team I'm thinking about, if it worked, you're going to see Sunday morning. I don't know. I may do Gyarados just because Gyarados has always been safe. But I probably only have like 8 or 9 of those Pokemon from the rankings to actually use. So I don't know. I may need to, if I want to actually do a bunch of premier teams, I think I need to, but I won't have the XLs for the other dragons. Excalibur, Gudra. I won't have those. I actually don't have the XLs for Nilape, which was kind of shocking to me. So I can't even get that. But I do have Conkeldurr, so maybe I'll just put Conkeldurr in instead. Anyways, that is just a random side. Level 1 Seed Bomb. Need to shield the other. I just want to see how much an Ice Beam does from this range. And it almost takes out. It does like... I remember being like one bubble away from taking this out. Yeah, because I get a bubble off here and then they take me out. So, one bubble away from taking them out. Yeah. I think there's 6 more minutes of battles. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, lead. Again, staying here. The problem is, if you're not one-shotting stuff, you need to shield to have a chance. So, I'm going to have to 100% shield this. I will get off and grab a shield back, but then I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I just want to lose, like soft lose here and just come farm with something? Or do I want to fight and try and get another one off? So we'll see what I do here. I probably just let it go and come in like Cofagrigus or something and just get ahead on energy. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially if they don't get a move off here. Yeah, that's really nice getting ahead on energy here. And then Trevenant comes in. So they clearly do not have an answer for Cofagrigus if they're coming in Ghost here. Right? Yes, they're going to Claw and get a shield back. I go straight Shadow Ball. I don't think I need to. I think Dark Pulse is way more than enough. I'm going to shield because, again, if I'm seeing this here, I'm just like, what do you have in the back that you're coming in here? So I shield, get the Dark Pulse off enough to take out, and then we'll just see what's in the back. Annihilate. So they're probably going to get to a move before me. So that's why I just decide to like claw down a bunch, bank it. Because now they need at least 2 Shadow Balls, maybe more to take out an Azumarill. And I'll get to a play rough to take it out before they get the second one off. So Cofagrigus was an interesting one. It was an interesting one for this team. Like, I don't think I'll use Shifter again. It was fine to use, but not strong. Azumarill, I think, is strong in this meta. Another one, we'll probably play this out the same as last time. We'll see what I can get here or not get here. And they get out into Altaria. So that is really nice for me. Get the Azumarill on this. Just get the Ice Beam off right away, and then I'll try and just bubble down. It's an aggressive bubble down because it's resisted because they are a dragon, but I think it can be done. I'll probably have to take a Sky Attack. I don't know why they threw Dazzling Gleam. Look at a Sky Attack off here, but I'll come out with energy and be able to start launching at the Empoleon, even though Empoleon will just resist everything. Actually, they launch before I even get it off, so that's fine. Get some energy, and I still live. This will chip enough to put it in Leaf Blade range. And now it's just how many Leaf Blades can I throw here? So here's the first one. I've got at least 2. There's 1. Get to a second one here, and I think I have a third one banked, and I'm pretty sure I just go back to back here. Take it out. And that's exactly what happens. This is Shiftry in action. This is Shiftry with energy in action. How crazy it can get. So now I have a 2 shield advantage for Cofagrigus on a Whiscash. So I'm shielding because I'm assuming they're going to Scald because I feel like their only win condition is to lower my attack multiple times. And there's 1. I mean, it's not even a win condition. I just go Dark Pulse because I'm like, I probably can double Dark Pulse this at this range, and one Shadow Ball will not take out. Shield up the second one, and again, two shield advantage because of Shiftry on the front end there. So there we go. So I have one more battle here. Annihilate, terrible lead. Probably Cofagrigus right away. Yeah, I feel confident using Cofagrigus as a safe swap. Get met with Dugong. This will do like 50%. Chatbot, like Cofagrigus is a really interesting one. I really like using it in limited metas. Maybe I should use it in open metas more. You're gonna get the Shadow Ball off here. My tech is lowered, so it could be either way here. Yeah, they just live and get one each. I'll probably just come a Zoomer and bubble. Yeah. And now I'm going to get hit with the what? A Lantern? Just get killed here? No, they come back and Annihilate. So what do they have in the back that they are coming in to Annihilate into a Fairy? I should have read this. So I went play rough here. I should read that, like, if you're coming in there, you're probably going to want to keep this alive as long as possible. And so that's exactly what happens. I'm like, okay, so this is just Ice Beam range. One, it's Ice Beam range because these bubbles are adding up. Two is Ice Beam because, like, they're just going to shield, it looks like. And it's a Bastiodon. So I'm like, that sucks. So I'm just going to come in here and try and get as many Leaf Blades off as possible just to chip. Because I don't have Hydro. Here comes a super effective Flamethrower, but Bastiodon is like, I'm glassy. Like Bastiodon is just this terribly very low attack. So I get enough off. So I'm not in bubble range, that's for sure. So I got to throw resisted, play rough. But if I could just chip this enough, then it is in bubble range. I can just come out with energy here. I'm going to have to just live this Stone Edge. Come out with 2 Ice Beams and just bubble down. Basically come out with 2 Ice Beams is my only potential win, and they come in quick. Get this Ice Beam off. I remember getting another one off. I'm like, okay, I guess they were going for a Shadow Ball because I feel like Night Slasher, Ice Punch, you should probably just throw at that. And then I think I bubbled down for the win here. Yeah, I remember this. I even titled this like, how did I win that? I feel like they probably had an Ice Punch or a Night Slash, and they probably should have thrown that. Because when you're, I know it's resisted, but when your opponent's that low, like, just throw that move. So that is it. That is Shiftry. Cofagrigus for me was the more interesting one on this team. Maybe try it again maybe this week, but we'll see. We'll see how many times I play Premier this week. I assume it'll be like at least 3 teams, maybe 4 or 5 teams. But again, I don't have a ton of Pokemon for the Master League Premier. So we'll see. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.